Happy Pokemon Day, everybody, and on this special edition of the CRUBCAST, it's not Pokemon Day, because we got the day wrong. It's the day after Pokemon Day, because we didn't know when this game released. Welcome to your weekly dose of controlled chaos here in podcast form. We've got a special Pokemon quiz show for you today, with my three contestants here. My name's Kevin, if you're not familiar. I'm here with famous Twitch streamer JTart9.
The fame never stops, man.
Wearing the Pikachu hat for Pokemon celebrations. I respect it. How do you like that Pokemon hat? Does it make you feel...
It's really bad. It's like a trucker hat in the back. I don't like it.
The transparent ears really add a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the transparent, the green screen just doesn't work, but there are ears.
That's okay. We're also joined by Sean Wolf Chaoson.
Hi, that's
Sean.
me.
How do you feel about Ekans?
I want them dead.
You
Being
hate
shot.
Ekans?
Gone. All of
fair.
them.
That's valid. And we're here with Chris Mykonos fan, our resident Pokemon Living Dex completer.
Hi, that's me. That's my thing now. That's my brand.
That's your whole brand.
That's everything I do now. Isn't that great?
We should call you Pokedex fan.
We've got a fun Pokemon quiz show here that I have put together. What we are doing today is we are going to have these three contestants guess which Pokemon I am reading the name of from a different language. One of the things I want to clarify ahead of time is that I'm going to read them not necessarily in their native pronunciation for the other language to avoid giving it away, because there are some bonus points for guessing the language. So if I say something that's very clearly Japanese, sometimes you'll get it anyway, but I'm going to try and say it anglicized to avoid giving stuff away. So if you are a native French speaker and you hear me say a French name wrong, it's intentional, probably. That's the gist of it. But for example, I'm going to give you one example. Ron Flex. If I said Ron Flex, who would you think of as the Pokemon? Now, you all know this, except for maybe Sean.
Who was all Ron? Who's Ron and why is he flexing?
I think like an over-the-counter medication.
Right.
Ron Flex does sound like that.
Yeah.
We're going to use Snorlax
Flex
as our example because Snorlax was the inspiration behind this whole game to begin with, because I found out that Snorlax's name in French was Ron Flex and his German name is Relaxo. And that's just incredible. And so then I had this idea and we saved it here for Pokemon Day Eve post. So round one is very simple. It's 1 point for guessing the Pokemon, 1 point for guessing the language. So you can talk amongst yourselves for this one. You can kind of cross-pollinate and you can essentially team up if you want to. But remember, you're all getting separate points tallies. I recommend you all tally your own points as well in case I miss some, because these do get complicated later. So if you want to play along in the audience, also write down your social security number and then your tally below that and send it to us on Blue Sky or any other social media platform of your choice at Crub Official, and we will retweet it or reskeet it or whatever it will be. Make sure your social is on there.
I like the idea of peddling social security numbers on Blue Sky.
Yeah, we don't want your name. We want your social. That's it's a social network.
Well, that's true.
So it just makes sense. So number one,
Okay.
Grolum.
Come again?
Grolum.
Grolum.
So it's like
You don't need to write these down. You can just say them if you have any ideas.
Grolum.
You will lock in at the end.
Grolum.
Golem seems like the obvious one. Too obvious, right? Roll 'em like maybe, what about a Jigglypuff?
Grolum.
Maybe Growlithe, maybe?
No. My mind immediately goes to a rock grass type, but I can't think of a rock grass type off the top of my head.
Just
While
because
you're
of grass
thinking-
and roll.
No. Grass golem, like a golem. It's like a thing made out of rocks, and then it's growing on it.
Moss.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. While you're thinking, I'll give you another second to think before you all decide to lock in your answers here. I will say that Sean is the least Pokemon experienced out of the four of us, and I've given all of them the opportunity to pull up the Cerebi National Pokedex or the actual official Pokemon website Pokedex to look through the list of Pokemon in case they want to just jog their memory. It doesn't have the international names, so it's fully acceptable here.
Yay.
And so you can do that too at home if you would like to. Again, just make sure that you search your social security number first. In fact, let us know, add up all your social security numbers, and let us know in the comments what Pokemon number that is.
Ooh, someone would do that as a joke, but I feel like that can narrow it down real quick. That's bad. You should do that.
God.
So
That's a really bad idea.
So Grolum, one more time. Any final thoughts before you guys want to lock in?
It
I'm already scared.
It makes too much sense. Look, I'm not very knowledgeable on like the newer Pokemon. When by newer, I mean like really just the mid-series and shut up.
Okay.
So I'm just immediately like Golem. That's what I'm thinking, but also Graveler. But also, what if it's a Pokemon that I don't even remember their name?
Something I may impart for Sean's case is that if a name sounds really close to an existing Pokemon's name, but you know what's an early one you're thinking of, back then there was definitely no communication between the different localization departments in like the first
What
two
if it was
gens.
Growlithe? Oh my god, it could be Growlithe.
Could be Growlithe.
There are a lot more. There's a lot less name diversity now.
Yeah.
In general, so this is not very Gen 1 heavy, but it does tend to lean more earlier gens. Though I did hit every gen once.
Okay. So yeah, if you're hearing like Golem and you're like, oh, maybe that's like the German Golem because they were lazy. They probably didn't even know what Golem was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you all to lock in. I'm gonna go to Justin first.
I've locked in my answer.
What do you think it is?
I have suggested Torterra.
Ooh.
And I think it's the German name. I think it's the German name of Torterra.
And you don't have to write these ones down, Justin, if you don't want to. For this round.
Well, I did, but I can stop doing that.
Chris, I will go to you next.
I've also assumed Germany, I guess, just on the basis of G and R. I wrote down Igglybuff.
Okay.
Igglybuff.
And
Interesting.
Sean, what do you think?
I went with Golem because I immediately just thought Golem.
Okay.
I'm also thinking Germany, but like I want to be different. And you said French earlier, so I'm going to say French just because you said that.
Okay.
There you go.
So,
Was it Wo-Chien?
To reveal the winner, no, Wo-Chien is actually Wo-Chien in every language.
Okay, good.
That's
That's
beautiful.
like because the Chinese ones are all the same, I think.
You can't say that, Justin. So,
Okay.
Sean got
Fair.
2 points. It is the French name for Golem.
What?
Oh, I almost thought Growlithe. Wait, is it actually French?
It is the French name for Golem. Golem.
I
Sean,
think I
okay.
overplayed. I think I outplayed myself.
So Sean is in the lead with 2 points. Neither of you
It's
got
gonna go
points.
so
because you
downhill.
both guessed German. Moving on to our next one, P.
P.
What?
I have a question
P. Yes.
that may help, or actually, if you're not prepared, you don't have to answer it because it might be funny. Pokemon games only get localized into so many languages. Should we like know the
No.
total amount? Okay, I was
So
thinking probably not, but
I'll tell you that in total, while you're thinking, again, the name is P. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish languages I used in total.
okay.
A lot of them are usually the same as in English, depending on the language, though it does weirdly vary. So I'm going to give you an example because I don't think anyone's going to guess Italian. There are no Italian Pokemon names here because almost all of them are just the same. Or they're so similar that I couldn't include it because it's the same name.
That's
That makes
funny.
sense,
I was actually going to guess Italian last round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So weirdly, the Romance languages all differ in whether they take from the English or Japanese names or go in their own way. And I'm not quite sure why. It's probably just up to that region of, Game Freak / Pokemon Company / Nintendo's localization.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, the name is P.
Can
How
we
do you
ask
spell
for
it?
spelling? Yeah.
P-Y.
Oh,
Is the-
P-Y.
that okay? Because I was thinking like maybe it's like Badoo. Because I was like
Bidoof, you
maybe.
mean?
no Badoo.
The plant
Oh,
thing.
Budu. I sorry. Yes, I'm gotcha.
Yeah,
but
Also a
the thing
Gen
that
4
falls-
Pokemon, so that threw me
Yeah.
off.
The thing that evolves into Roselia.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh, I know that little butt homie.
I have no idea.
PY. I don't even know what.
Pie. P-Y. P. Pie. P.
PY.
I will ask you all to get ready to lock in because I don't think there's any discussion to be had on this one.
Yep. I'm going to pull a Sean and I'm just going to go obvious, I think.
I have. Gosh, what even is obvious with this?
So-
Pikachu.
I'm going to go
No.
to you
Actually,
first,
no.
Chris.
Pichu. German.
Okay. What language? German Pichu? Okay. Understandable.
Yeah.
Sean.
No basis for that.
What's that freaking I put down Badoo.
Let's
Okay.
go.
And what language do you think Badoo is here?
I just put down Japanese.
Okay. And Justin, what do you think?
That wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna say Smoliv,
Okay.
and I'll guess Spanish.
Can I?
Spanish Smoliv.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so mad if it's what I think it is now.
It is. Sean, you got the only other point again. You got
Wait,
one.
what? Which
Because
did
you
I get
guessed
Pokemon?
Japanese. It
Oh.
is the Japanese
Japanese.
name, the original name for Cleffa.
Oh,
Clefairy's baby form.
I would not have
You
gotten
were
that.
so close, Chris.
You were.
You said
Honestly.
Igglybuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, last
No,
question.
he said Illabuff last question, but yeah.
I was thinking baby
Um,
Pokemon again. I should have. Okay.
My other guess was going to be Fanpea because pie at the end, but
Because
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Japanese Clefairy is Pee-Pee, right?
I believe so. I didn't look at the other ones because I saw P and I was like, that's just funny. I have to put P. So I did. We're going to move on to question 3. Sean is in the lead, which is very unexpected for the easy round here because this is the
Yeah.
easy round. Boober.
Oh,
What?
not Boober.
Boo-
what?
You can speak amongst yourselves. It sounds like Chris might have it.
Boober.
I'm in the
Is
ballpark.
Is it Miltank?
No.
You know what, Sean? Yeah, it is Miltank. You should write that down.
You know what? Actually, yeah, you should write that one down.
It's a Milkanese, I think.
God.
Knees.
That's crazy.
If I'm
Oh
in,
man.
if I'm in the
Yes.
family tree, is that like, worth considering? Maybe if no one else gets it.
Yeah, if you're the only one close, I'll give it to you.
I'm
We'll do
gonna
that.
say that. Okay.
No, I'm going to go with... Ooh, actually...
For those that are watching, in real time here and aren't rewatching this, the points do accelerate as we get closer here. So that's why I'm not just giving closies on this one. You have to know all 1,025 and more Pokemon. So I'm gonna call it here, Sean. What do you think Boober is?
So I went with Tentacruel because Boober.
Okay. Okay.
And because of that, I also put Japanese
Okay.
because
Justin.
Boober. Yeah.
I think this is the Spanish name for Wooper.
Ooh.
Okay. And do you want to explain why, or is that just self-explanatory?
I mean, did you hear the word boober? Sounds like whooper.
So true, bestie.
And Chris.
This is the Japanese name for one of the Magmars. I just wrote down Magmar because it's
Oh my
the
god,
center.
it is.
But this
It
is the one you always hear about when people are like, "Oh, it's the Japanese name is Booby," and I think
It is the Magmar
Magby
line.
might have been Booby or something.
So I can confirm, Sean got a point for getting Japanese right. Chris, you got 2 because Boober is Magmar's Japanese name. Booby is the evolution's name, or is the Magby's name. I think it was Boobern is the Japanese name. When translated directly, it is Boobern. I did look up the Magmarizer item that you need to evolve into Magmortar. It is not called the Booberizer, which is such a missed opportunity.
That's
3 out
a
of
shame.
10.
Yeah.
They could have done it.
What
they were cowards.
where was that made? What gem was that?
Gen 1, the Fire Boy.
This
Fire
is Gen
Giant.
1 Magmar. Yeah.
I meant the Boobalizer
Oh, that'd be
Gen
Gen
4.
4.
item. Gen 4, bad gen. Worst gen
they-
because of that.
They kept the name Boober on that one. They could have changed it. Yeah, it's because Magmar is loosely based off of the booby bird. Loosely.
That. Okay.
So
Mhm.
Okay.
because I think boobies also live on like volcanic islands
In Japan.
sometimes, like
Oh.
certain species. So I think that there's probably a connection there. I know they live in certain islands. I don't remember if they're in the Ring of Fire specifically for some species or what.
That Pokemon makes a
But,
lot more sense knowing all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny though. Name's Boob.
Good for them.
Yandi.
Yandi.
I think I read
Yandi.
a spiritual book by this guy. When you think about it.
Oh,
Yandi?
man, Yandi.
Yandi.
Like
Yandi's nuts?
Y-A-N-D-Y?
Yandi is the direct anglicized translation. Some of these are going to be weird because,
Yandi.
like for example, with P, it's not written in Romani Japanese characters, English Latin characters.
Right.
I mean, it might be in some materials, but yeah. So some of these are as close as possible spelling wise. While they're all thinking about Yandi, famed Pokemon Yandi, I do want to shout out our Patreon at patreon.com/Crub, where the three of us, besides Sean, have a series called Podcastamon, where we watch through every episode of the Pokemon anime and talk about it. It's a really fun time. Yeah. It's probably the worst thing and the best thing we do here on Crub Patreon. You can check that out, get a bunch of extra content as well. It's over 200 hours of content, including bonus episodes, special series like that, all the stream VODs for when we stream these with the exclusive pre and post shows. And you get episodes when they're edited before they air, which is very important as we move our schedule a bit around so that you might get them months ahead of when they come out, depending on the topic. So check out patreon.com/Crub. Try it for a month. We think you'll really enjoy it. And if not, that's okay too. But we will thank you for trying.
Thank you for trying.
In Podcastamon, we are nearing Pokemon movie number 3. We are about 20 episodes out from that, I believe, at the current time of recording, give or take. So we've watched 120-something episodes so far of the Pokemon anime of the 1,300 there currently are. So we are kind of catching up.
That tells you how far our upload delay is, too, because I don't think we have the second movie Podcastamon up yet, technically. But we're getting there, baby.
Yeah, and you'll get one awesome piece of content or more essentially every single week, barring any technical difficulties, in some in video form, some in audio form, depending on what we are working on in the back end. So
I mainly blame Brody if we have any issues.
It's always Brody's fault.
I wrote down a Pokemon in language because I have no idea. Justin, Sean, did you?
I did.
I did. Okay. I went with so I did Yanma, the little
That's
little buzz dude.
Yeah.
And Yandi. Oh no. Hold on.
What'd you write down, Sean? I'm joking.
Nah. Gosh. I put because Yandi also sounds Japanese, and there's no way that Kevin would do 3 Japanese in a row. So it's Japanese. That's what I wrote down.
Okay. Justin, what did you write down?
I said that this was the Chinese name for Alakazam.
Interesting.
Because like Mega Alakazam kind of looks like a yogi master with the 5 spoons and the big beard. So that's what made me think of
This
Yandi.
is an informed guess. Okay.
I respect that. Chris, what did you come up with?
I wrote down Sableye because I was like, that's a Pokemon that might catch Kevin's eye. And I wrote down Germany because at some point one of these is going to have to be German.
So I can confirm that only Justin got a point. I gave you a hint there in the form of the Patreon plug. It is the Mandarin Chinese name for Entei.
Oh, what's Chinese?
Pokemon movie 3.
That was why you jumped so far ahead on that. God dang it.
Yep. I was trying to throw a bone to see if anyone would kind of pick up on, wait, what if it's Entei?
I heard Plunk speak start and I just tuned out. No.
So did the audience. It's okay. Number 5. Number 5 here. Eevee.
Eevee?
That sure seems like it's hinting. Huh.
Eevee.
How do you spell it?
Eifie.
Eifie.
Oh, it doesn't help, but I actually used to know this. Oh, I don't remember.
That's the spelling that I found, at least. I don't know if it's different in the native spelling, like that's the anglicized spelling.
Eifie.
So it might be different.
Is Russian a language that's possible here?
What's that tower Pokemon?
There are some Russian translations of Pokemon games, yes.
Okay.
What's that tower Pokemon?
Tower Pokemon.
Yeah,
are you thinking of Stakataka?
No, the big dragon one. The one that looks like
are you thinking about Duraludon?
Oh, it's funny because right before we recorded, Chris was like, "You don't know our Chaludon," and that's
our Calydon's the evolution of Duraludon. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing I'm thinking. Maybe, but also, it might be an evolution.
Eevee.
I guess
it might just be Eevee itself. Oh my god!
I am gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give Chris a chance to throw something out, and then I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, maybe it's French, and then maybe it's Gen 6, right? maybe it's something from that. But
Ooh.
that feels like working backwards, maybe. So I've written
see where
something
you're coming
random
from.
down.
Yeah, we'll go to you first, Chris.
Corsola from Gen 2. And I
Okay.
wrote French as the language just now.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Sean, what do you have down?
I wrote down the Eiffel Tower Pokemon in French.
Okay.
It's not. It's a skyscraper. It's not an Eiffel
It's
Tower.
Archaludon or Duraludon is what Sean wrote down. Take your pick. Justin, what did you write?
I said this is a French name for Eevee.
It's probably reasonable.
I'll give Justin a point. It is not the French name for Eevee. It is the Japanese name for Espeon.
Espeon.
Really?
Yes. For some reason, Espeon's name is Eevee.
ESP, kind of like Eevee, kind of maybe.
I'm not sure, because then Umbreon's name is Blackie, so I don't know if there was really any...
That is true.
I don't know if there was any reasoning between those
name
names.
is Blackie. That is a shame, yeah, but
Yeah.
it is a thing.
Unless Eevee is if it's like a light sort of thing, like light and dark, maybe. Like I'm not sure. I saw Eevee and I was like, wait, then what's Eevee's name? And it's also kind of Eevee still.
It's spelled like EIEVUI or something like that. It's like Eevee.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
It's like how Cosmoem is supposed to be Cosmoem, like an egg, but they in the English version they spelled it weird because they didn't think people would know what an ovum is or an ovum.
I know what Pokemon you're talking about, but I still imagine Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents as that.
That's
Pokemon.
exactly who I'm.
That's
actually
correct.
referring
That is the Pokemon
Yes.
he's thinking about.
to. We
Just
go
are
ahead,
Sean.
gonna jump to number 6 of this first round here, and I'm gonna start speeding you guys up a little.
Hot.
Fungo Furioso.
That's fake.
Ooh,
What?
okay.
You can say
Okay.
so.
I know what
Did
that is.
think about putting fake ones in here, but I did not do that for any round.
Hold
Okay,
on.
and then
Fungo Furioso. One word.
that is that. Okay. All right. Cool.
I have logged
I'm
in.
ready.
Hold on. Okay,
No pressure, Sean.
got it.
Okay, Justin, I'm gonna go to you first.
That is the Spanish name for Brute Bonnet.
Okay, Chris.
Oh, that makes more sense. I wrote that's a Spanish name for Amoongus.
Okay.
Brute Bonnet's more
for those that don't know, Fungus and Amoongus, the Paradox past Pokemon of it is Brute Bonnet, which was what Justin guessed. So they're both in the same family here when they're guessing.
Yeah.
Sean, what did you write down?
I wrote down Brute Bonnet, but I did not put Spanish. I put French for some stupid reason.
It's Fungo Furioso, bro.
Sean, you have 6 points because Fungo Furioso is Brute Bonnet's French name.
Son of a... That's a
It's
Spanish
French?
word.
Yep, it's the French name for.
There's no way.
I swear
There's
to
no
God.
way.
Sean is
No.
winning, has more points than the
No.
other two combined. Justin, you did get a point because you said Brute Bonnet. Chris, you're out of luck.
That's fair.
Are you pissing my nuts
Fungo
right now?
Furioso that's just Spanish. That's just a Spanish word.
I mean, it is a Spanish area Pokemon, right?
It's in Paldea. It's in Spain. But like, bro, what the hell?
Jesus.
What's it in Spanish?
I can look that up.
Furioso, as it turns out.
I can look.
Well,
Yeah,
If it's
funnily,
Fungo
it's also.
Furioso in Spanish, then I want my point.
I'm currently
Also, Kevin,
looking
I
it
only
up.
have 5. You lied.
No, it is Furiosetta.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am wrong though. Sean, you don't get an extra point there.
Give
It
me
is,
the point.
and Justin, you don't get a point either. It is the Italian name. I wrote the wrong thing
You
down.
told me there's no Italians.
I didn't
You
think there were
lied.
Italians, but
You
apparently
gaslit.
I moved it around and I lied to you. So
Son of a bitch. I would have
leave-
guessed Italian.
All right,
I'll
this
leave
is
the
where
point
we
in
make a
place.
plea. Do we all get a point?
I'll leave the point in place for Justin.
Oh.
Okay. I do get the
Sean-
point for Brute Bonnet. Yeah.
So I'll give Justin the second point because he was going to say Italian. Sean, would you have said Italian?
No.
Hypothetically? Okay, so you're
No,
still
I
at
would
5.
not
That's
have.
honest.
Because the thing is, like, I would have said Italian if you didn't
that's my
say
fault.
Italian was not being used.
So the funny thing was that was the one I wrote it down and then moved on and never went back to add the language for that specific one. And I was like, well, I haven't put Italian, so I think I cut all Italian names out because they didn't have any good ones. That is the one that I messed up and just didn't look up. So that is my
Fair.
fault. Sean, you were currently at 5 points because I'm giving you 1 for Brute Bonnet, and
Yay.
you were honest. Justin, you got 2 points there, so you are at 4 points because you got the
Before.
you
Yeah.
would have had it right, essentially. And
Yeah.
Chris, you are still at 2. So Chris's tendency to win these competitions is at risk so
jeopardy.
far in round 1.
Because Fungo is not a Spanish. That's very Italian.
Yeah.
Furioso, I could have went either way.
Next one, number 7 of our round 1 is Reptane.
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 Ooh.
Don't you mean Reptar?
No.
I wish I was talking about Reptar. Reptane.
That is not how you draw the letter M.
It can be.
What?
I put one extra squirrel on M.
For those playing
Reptane.
along, if you also would have written Italian Brute Bonnet, I trust you.
Yeah.
I mean, you did write your social security number on a piece of paper and then
So,
take a picture of it and
therefore-
send it to us, so you're very trustworthy.
Yeah.
While they are writing down their guesses, I do want to also throw out a plea, and I mean plea because this is all we have. Make sure to hit the like button, leave us a nice review or comment in the audio realm. You can go to crub.org for every audio version of the podcast. YouTube.com/@CrubOfficial for the video versions. Those are sometimes not the same episode that goes up week to week.
Yes.
So if you would like to get every bit of Crub content you can start your week with CRUBCAST audio. You can end your week with CRUBCAST video, and in between, you'll be sad.
Yeah.
But
We
you
have shit
could
for you.
You can
just,
ration
like,
us.
You can just look at a picture of our faces and be like,
You could just ration us or go to patreon.com/crub and get more unlimited amounts of content.
Wait,
It's literally
patreon.com/crub?
Patreon.com/crub.
wow, Patreon sounds cool. I should join it.
Reptane.
I'd love to talk about my process and thought here, but I don't
Reptane.
want to be more behind, so I can't. What are you guys thinking?
Reptane.
Sean, I'll go to you first.
It sounds like a fossil Pokemon to me.
See, I was going with the Tyranitum, but then I'm like, Retain sounds like a raptor, and the only raptor I could think of with the feathers is Grovyle, but also that's
Not a
all I got.
raptor.
Yeah, so that's
So,
like
so what did you write down?
I wrote down Grovyle.
Okay, and what language did you
In
write
what
down?
language?
I wrote down German because I have no idea.
Okay.
The languages are really tripping me up, but I've guessed the French name for Tyrantrum, the fossil
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay.
So that's
Chris,
what
what
I
did you-
wrote down, but I heard Sean talk and I was like, oh, what if that's Archeops?
It could
Oh,
be
so you
Archeops.
changed Archeops.
Oh.
Okay. Are you
I
still
might-
what?
I might say French Archeops and to differentiate from Justin.
Okay. I mean, you can. There is no writing down to lock these in. This is the round where you can do that. So,
Yeah.
what did you say the language was, Chris?
French.
Okay. Sean, you concern me because you got the German name for Grovyle correct.
It's Grovyle!
I don't know how the hell you did that, but
Whoa!
so
Grovyle!
I'm dying in the background. I'm sorry.
So if you want to believe Sean is cheating, I understand, but I trust him. Because when you said Grovyle, I was like, okay, he got there, and then you
Raptor.
said German, and I'm like, how the hell did you get
Reptile.
German?
We are thinking about this too literally, Justin. We need to be more stupid.
I guess
Oh.
I just got to start guessing random shit.
Sean is
I
at
think that-
7.
I think the thing that's working is because like these are like earlier gen Pokemon, except for the mushroom.
Like
that
Brute
going on
Bonnet
recently.
was, Gen 9.
But there's going to be it's going to go so downhill.
Tyrantrum was
Listen.
a good call, though. I thought I was doing a deep pull with Tyrantrum. I'm like, they're not going to remember him.
Yeah,
I
right?
just thought T-Rex dinosaur, but then I was like, but that's not a raptor.
All right, I'm ready.
It isn't a raptor, but Grovyle isn't either. It's a lizard.
Well,
It's
I
the
put my
closest thing!
headset, my
No, it's
earpiece
not!
back in. The next one is number 8 of our 10 for round 1 here. Tokotoro.
What?
Tokotoro.
Tokotoro.
Sounds like a Studio Ghibli movie.
Okay. No, that wouldn't do that. My first gut reaction is that's the name for Blaze Tauros, but they didn't change the name for Tauros in the game when it's a fire or water type.
True.
So I don't think it's that.
Ooh.
That would be a different Pokemon at that point, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm
That is
gonna
a-
guess.
That is an interesting guess, though.
I'm gonna guess that.
Ooh, actually, hold on.
And
Does Toko mean touch, Justin, in Spanish? Isn't that?
Toko?
Am I crazy?
No.
I was bad at Spanish.
I was okay at Spanish, but I don't remember to touch, the verb for to touch.
You've been to Paldea.
I have been
That's
to
true.
Paldea.
I'm drawing
You've
a
been to
blank, too,
Paldea?
because we're currently on air, so the recording curse is getting to us here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Toko Toro.
what is
Tokotoro.
touch?
I'm going to
Shoot.
write one down. I'll be honest.
Yeah, either
I
way.
don't know.
Now,
What is
yeah,
the
we're
word
just
to
giving
touch
up.
in Spanish?
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
Daft
look that
Punk.
up while you pontificate.
Because I have 3 pictures on my wall of Unova, Paldea, and Johto. And I'm now happy to say I've been to all 3 of those real life places.
So you are kind of correct, Chris. Tokar. So it would be Toko.
T-O-C-O.
Toko would be iTouch, which I don't think Apple would have let them do.
That makes me feel worse about the Pokemon name I did lock in on, but I don't know what else it would be based on that. So I don't think that's
are we all locked in?
Yes.
I'm locked in.
Chris, I'll go to you first.
I wrote down Spanish language Buffalont.
Okay. Interesting.
No idea.
Sean.
Not bad.
I wrote down Togekiss and also Spanish.
Probably a smarter
And
play.
Justin.
I said this was the Japanese name for Torkoal.
Okay, you are all wrong. It is Tapu Bulu in French.
Tapu Bulu makes sense.
I think they're all
Toro
Tokos.
makes sense because it is a bull.
I think Toko is the Tapu French translation that they used.
I
But it is
forgot about
one
Tapu.
word,
Oh.
weirdly enough.
And Toro
So-
would make sense because Tapu Bulu is a bull.
Yeah,
Like
I
that
almost
makes
did.
sense.
I think it was Tapu Pisco, or Toko Piscu, something like that. Was one of the other
That's
Tapus. But then I saw-
Lele. That's got to be no.
I think it was
Fini.
Lele.
That's got to be Fini. No Fini because that's
Oh, yes.
Pisco is like fish.
Yeah. Whichever one was the water type one is the one.
Yeah,
that was.
that's
But
Fini.
I saw Tokotoro and I was like, someone will guess my neighbor Totoro, so it'll work.
I thought it was Torkoal because Toko, whatever. It sounded like fire to me.
So number 9 here, showers.
No.
Showers.
Showers.
Like
They named a
SHAUR
Pokemon.
It is the word showers.
is the word shower.
They named a Pokemon Showers. Is
Showers.
what you're telling me.
Correct.
I'm writing down
I'm just
French.
gonna. I am
That's my
just
starting
gonna
point.
write down a.
I'm gonna write. You know
Red.
what? F- it. This is gonna be a stupid one. I don't
Ooh,
even
we got a
care.
swear jar.
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome. I have no money.
I'm just gonna write down a name.
This one is another one of those famous ones.
Who
Oh,
sprays?
Hold on. Get rid of that then. Boom.
I don't know the answer. I am just writing down something. I'm not letting you sway me.
Well, then I will let you go first once I know the other two are, in fact, locked in.
Oh, I
Showers.
locked in.
I'm saying French. I'm
Writing
saying
down
this
the
is
name.
the. I'm saying that.
Well, while Chris
For
is
my-
writing down,
for-
you go
I'll
first.
say for my answer, locking it in. I'm saying this is the French name for Shiinotic.
Shiinotic, the grass poison Pokemon?
No, Grass Fairy,
The mushroom
Grass
thing?
fairy, sorry.
the mushroom thing that evolves from Moralol.
Okay,
Interesting.
Chris, what did you write down?
I wrote down the French name for Squirtle because he's always going through his mouth.
Okay, and Sean, what did you write down?
I put down French for Vaporeon because
I was
you
gonna
said,
say
you said
it
famous.
turns out
and
Sean's
that
correct.
changed it.
Sean?
You said famous and it changed it. I put down Inkay first, but then he said French.
I mean, I gave everyone the hint, so it's not like I gave just Sean the hint. It is the original Japanese name for Vaporeon.
I
Showers.
said I got that right.
The original 3 evolutions were very literal in their names. It was showers, fires, and
Light.
another one.
Sparkles.
Yeah. Which brings me to number 10, Thunder.
Thunder.
Ah,
Man, that could mean a lot of things.
I'm locked in.
I'm gonna guess.
I don't.
I'm ready to get some points, bro.
You
I
do
only
have
got
some space
two.
to make up.
I'm between two of them.
Who are you between?
No, it wouldn't be Japanese for this one.
I feel like it's either going to be Raikou or Zapdos.
Zapdos was my favorite level in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah. Would you say that you were a fan of it?
I was a Zapdos fan, yeah.
The nighttime music went crazy there, bro.
I'm going to lose my mind.
All right, I'm gonna go to Sean
Oh,
first.
man.
I went
Let me
Raikou
just-
Japanese.
Raikou Japanese, you said? Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Justin, what did you go with?
I'm gonna guess that this is the Chinese name for thunderous.
Okay. And Chris,
Zapdos Japanese, baby.
you got it right.
Hey,
Sean got a point. Chris, you got 2. So I was trying to set you up there. No one went for it because it was showers, thunders, and fires or flames. One of the two were the 3 evolutions in Gen 1. Thunder is also the name for, like, singular thunder is the name for Zapdos, which means that Jolteon is canonically better than Zapdos in naming.
That is what I
He's
remember
multi-
looking up, because once you learn about the name thing with Uno Dos Tres, right? You're like, oh, what was the original name? And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not. The original Gen 1 names go crazy for the Japanese. I will say one note I wrote down here that was really fun. The French names for the 3 birds reference specific gods. So it's Arctic Odin, Electhor, and Sulfur Ra.
That's
I thought
cool.
that was
Oh,
really
I would have
cool.
loved that.
Oh, that is
was-
cool.
That was a really cool thing. So we're going to jump to round 2. At the end of round 1, Sean has 9 points in the lead, more than Justin and Chris combined, because they are tied at 4. But
Not
it
bad.
still is anybody's game, because this next
Not
round, the next 2 rounds go a lot harder, and
Hot.
they're going to be a lot more fun. So I'm going to briefly explain for those that are playing along at home what we're going to do for round 2. I'm going to give you 3 different names for the same Pokemon. So for example, if I gave you 3 names for Snorlax, first I would say Kabigon, but it's Kirby. Then our 3 contestants here and you would write down a name. I will then move on and give you the second name, Ron Flex. That's when you all can chat with each other and figure out what, discuss. Then I will give you one more and you will lock in. So if I gave you Relaxo, you would lock in. So for example, Justin, if you knew it was Snorlax from the start and Chris thought maybe it was Pikachu, you could then in round 2 lie and try and convince him that it's Pikachu to get more points. However, if Sean started with Snorlax, switched, and then switched back, he would still get his 3. So let's say you'll see it in practice for those that are listening. It sounds a little more confusing than it is in practice. But if you wrote down and stay locked in, you will get 3 points if you are correct. If you changed, you will get 2 or 1 point, depending on that, if you get it correct.
Gotcha.
You are not going to have to guess the languages for these.
Ooh.
I will give them to you later, but you will not have to guess them.
Okay.
Hopefully that sounds pretty understandable. I did explain it to these guys ahead of time, so they will have an idea in this first one here.
Yeah.
So you're going to write down this first one. Hypo Sean.
What?
Hypo Sean.
I am pronouncing these how I choose,
Hypo Sean.
but they are all
Okay.
intentional pronunciations.
Hyposion.
Okay.
So you are all written down?
I
No,
have
give me-
Okay.
Hold on.
Let me guess this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Seamon. You can all chat amongst yourselves.
Sounds like a Digimon.
Seamon.
Seemon. Seaman.
Oh, Simon. Jinx. I'm kidding.
Seamon.
I'm thinking Cedra.
I was actually just thinking Cedra. Or
I
King.
can also see Horsey.
If you are changing what you write, write something else. If you're locking in if you're still currently locked in with what you had originally, you can just have it written once.
Hydroshan.
I'm stealing from Sean. I like Horsey more than Cedra. That makes more sense with that name if this is right.
Hydroshan.
Do you all have your second one written down or staying locked in on the one you had?
Yes.
I'll stay
I have
stuck.
written
I'll
down
stay
a
on the
second
one
one.
I have.
Okay, so then I'll move on to this one would be worth 1 point if you guess it correctly from here. Cedra.
I
So you can write down. You cannot speak on this one. You can write down and lock in.
I think that's Kingdra. I think you're trying to trick us.
You cannot speak, but that's fine.
I think you're trying to trick us.
I've written down an answer. I've written.
You've written.
Listen,
Justin,
I don't.
you have one down.
I don't want to be the guy. I'll write that down.
And Sean, you have one down?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go to Justin first. You can show us what you have.
I put down Hydreigon to begin with, and
Okay.
then I swapped to Cedra at the end. I didn't put anything for 2
Okay, you got a point. It is Cedra.
because I'm not gonna be the guy who's like, nah, he doesn't actually mean Cedra.
Chris, what do you have?
All right. So the first 2, I was writing down the names and I realized I didn't need to. I wrote Hypno, Horsey, and I stuck with Horsey like an idiot.
Okay, so you did not get a point. Sean,
Yep.
I know you can't show us, but what did you have?
I had Hypno first, and
Okay.
then I put down Cedra because I'm like, Simon.
Okay.
And then you said Cedra, and then I hated you, and I kept Cedra.
Okay, so you got 2 points then, Sean, because you did stay locked in. So since since Sean locked in at 2, he got 2 points. You didn't change, right, Sean?
No.
Okay, because if you had changed, you wouldn't get points. Because the last one,
it didn't change. You didn't change.
No,
You
so Justin,
I
you
thought
got
about
1.
it.
Chris, you got 0. Moving on to number 2, Tramato. Tramato, whatever you want to.
Traumatic tomato.
It's whatever you want to pronounce it. Like I said, Tramato.
I've written something down.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Justin? Okay. So this is the second name. You can talk on this one. Soporific. Or soporific.
Soporific.
I don't know.
Soporific and Traumato have given me nothing different.
And Chris, if you are sure, you can try and throw them off, or you can try and work with them.
I'm working with people. I don't care what anyone says.
Which of the 1025 Pokemon have you ever looked at and thought, that's pretty soporific?
Soporific.
Well, here's the thing: is like I wrote down Sudowoodo for the first one.
Fair.
But then, like you said, soporific. I'm like, but does it really like sponge up things?
So my first thought was Scovillain, but this has thrown me so far off.
What throws you off about it, Justin?
It's not soporific. I wouldn't say that.
That's kind of a judgment
But
call
it is
on
a
your part.
kind of traumatic tomato because it's kind of like an angry pepper.
I'm having fun. I just want to say for the record, I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm just going to stick with what I wrote for my third one
Actually,
for now.
all right, hold on, I'm changing it. Let's go with
So
that.
write down whatever your changes are if you are, and then I will give
There
you
you go.
number 1. Sleepe.
Sleep.
I hate-
Sleepe.
What is it? Okay.
I
Sleep
could
with an E
certainly
at the
tempt
end.
someone to change what they've written down so far if they were to focus on the sleep part of that. I'll tell you that.
I'll allow it.
I'm not supposed to be talking here, but
I mean, you can like think out loud a little. Just maybe don't say a name.
I'm locking
Okay.
in. No change.
I'll lock that in. I'm
Sean,
happy
are
with that.
you locked in?
No, give me 2 seconds to
Sure,
figure out
sure.
this thing's
One.
name.
Just let me know when you
Sleep.
are. Actually, when you are, you can go first and tell us your thought process.
Traumato.
Oh, does it not have a base one?
Sopoli.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Sapa.
Poor Sean. The
Okay, here we
winner
go.
is over there writhing in agony. Oh,
Okay.
man. Just
Oh,
write
so
something
I-
down and get it wrong.
I'll-
Give us a
did.
chance, Sean.
I'll buy you
I
a
did.
second, Sean, because I also forgot to say Hype Ocean was French for Cedra. Seaman / Seaman was German, and Cedra was Thai.
Oh.
I just straight up thought you
S-I-D-R-A.
put an English one at the end.
S-I-D-R. I thought about
thought-
pronouncing it Cedra, but then I realized that Cedra would screw some of you up, so I went with Cedra.
I hate you. Wait, no, I
That's
got that right.
really
I
funny.
lied.
That is Thai. That is Thai. That's
So,
cool.
Sean, what did you write down, and what was your process here?
So I did Sudowoodo because the first one sounded like a tree to me. And then, like, you really fucked me up with the next one.
Sean, stop swearing.
I'm
Swear jar,
sorry.
baby.
We can take this out. Then I went with the sea cucumber, Muku.
Okay.
And then you said, like, soapy. And I'm like, that makes me think of that weird, I guess, dragon baby type. And then I put
Sleepy.
down, I wrote down goopy, but I meant goomy.
Okay,
Gloomy.
so to be clear, I said sleepy, but yeah, you're wrong. Justin, what did you have?
I put so for the first one, I put Trumbeak. So I thought
Okay.
that would be an interesting, like, deep pull for you to go for. And then, like I said, the second one, you really just threw me for a loop, so I didn't even change. I was like, I have no better answer for that. And then you
Okay.
said Sleepe, and I'm like, that sounds like something that would be the name for Komala. Because it's
Okay.
very sleepy.
Chris, what did you write down?
I went Scovillain all the way, purely based off of the first one and refusing to change.
Okay, I thought maybe you had it when you were trying to tease people here. So Tramato was German, French was soporific, and sleep it was Japanese for drowsy.
Drowsy! I was going to say drowsy!
Wasn't even, no.
I was
going
gonna say drowsy. I really was, but I was like, I thought they would have referenced like the fact that it was a tapir or something like that.
That is.
You fool.
That was a bad time.
I'm going to move a little rapid on this one because I know we have a hard out time-wise, and I want to get through all of these because they're all very fun.
Okay.
So for 3 points, Cupidos.
Cupidos.
Koopa.
Cupidos. Cupidos.
So write something down. Give you a moment here.
Locked in, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Sean, let me know when you were also locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay. Number 2 for 2 points. You can talk about this one. Amovinus.
Amovinus.
Amovinus. That is
Sus.
how I'm choosing to pronounce this one.
Amovinus.
I have no idea.
Is it Amovenus? Venus? Like Venus?
I thought of the 2 heads, and I'm like, that 2-headed dragon, Zwellius.
I was
Zwilus.
also thinking about that 2-headed dragon.
The closer pronunciation would be something more like Amovenus.
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 Amovenus. Amovenus.
Okay.
I'm just going to stick to writing the same one down.
Bet?
You can just go, yeah.
Okay. Sean, you're good, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Love to lose.
What?
Love to lose.
What kind of ocean dub is that?
That's I love how it's spelled because it looks like love to lose. It's Love Tolos.
Okay.
Love
Changing my answer.
Tolos. Love
Ooh,
Tolos.
we gotta change.
Love Tolos.
What kind of
Love Tolos.
Pokemon?
Love Tolos. Love Tolos. I'm gonna say.
Hold on.
This is a mean one. I was so sure of where I was,
Here we
and I
go.
went for such a different Pokemon at the end.
No, it can't be that. It can't be that.
It'd be
So,
too
okay.
obvious, wouldn't it, Justin?
Because that
Chris,
would fall in line. That would not. No, I'm gonna go.
I'm locked in. I changed it on the 3rd one. Let's go.
Chris and Sean are locked in. Justin,
Yeah, I'm good.
you can go first, Justin.
I went with Kabuto with the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one, again, the way that this is going is just the second one throws me so far for a loop that I'm like, I have no idea. So I'm just going to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the third one, I went Love Tolos. I put Love Disc.
Okay. Chris, what did you put?
Fairly similar pattern there. I went Zwilus for the first 2, just because 2 at the end of the first one. And then by the end, I went to Alomomola, which was Gen 5 Love Disc, basically. Because I was like, Love Disc is too obvious. Let me go for the other one.
Okay. And Sean.
I went with Zwellius. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it is now. And then I changed it to Love Disc. I'm like, oh, that's a heart.
Okay. You are all wrong. Cupidos was German. Amovenus was French. Love Tolos was Japanese for Enamorous.
I wrote Enamorous and rubbed it off.
Oh, that's another love Pokemon.
I
right.
wrote it down. And I said,
Right.
no, that wouldn't make any sense because it would match the Thunderous
the-
and
what is
Landorus
that?
ones.
The pronunciations for these...
It was literally on my board.
for that one specifically, those I had to like do a little differently because it is Cupidos from what I understand in German,
Yeah.
but I had to be a little different because it's very, very obvious when you think about the Cupid Pokemon,
Yeah.
Enamorous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to
I
keep you up
wrote
on score,
it down.
Sean is at 11, Justin is at 5, Chris is at 4. As we enter round 4 of this, part 4 of the second round. First one, and to be clear, I made these generally so they get easier. So that some of them by the end, given there are 1,000 Pokemon, but they are more obvious. Love Tolos, very obvious. Sleep, Drowsy, pretty obvious. Seadra, pretty obvious. So they generally get easier. So the third, number 3 for 3 points here. Tetsu no Iwao.
Yeah, I knew you were going to gaslight me.
Tetsu no Iwao.
It is one word, to be clear.
Tetsu no Iwao.
I just can't pronounce Japanese that fast.
What?
Okay. we'll go
Tetsu
with-
no Iwao.
Oh, okay.
Tetsu no Iwao. Sorry, I'm hitting my board. That's not going to be good for the audio listeners.
I have
How
no
dare
idea.
you.
I'm writing down the
Let's
Pokemon
go
that came to mind.
Uh,
I feel like I should know what Tetsu.
Tetsu no Iwao.
Let me know when you are good, Sean.
Okay, I'm good.
Eisenfels.
Eisenfels. That's a great name.
Eisenfels. Incredible name. Love his podcast.
Here they have a Patreon.
Eisenfels.
I don't
Eisenfels.
think Eisenfels has a Patreon. He's on radio though.
I've written down the same Pokemon name because I have no idea.
Okay. You can talk about this one if you'd like to.
Yeah,
You can
that's
air it out.
not giving me much. Eisenfels.
Because
Eisenfels.
at this point, teaming up might work better for you.
Tetsu no Iwo, whatever it was.
I wish I had any
like-
insight to offer to anyone.
Yeah, I got nothing. Eisenfels.
Eisenfels, if you know your roots, would make sense. Your language roots, that's not a hint towards.
My roots is German. Is it Italian?
Yeah, I went to West
Yeah,
Virginia public school, so I'm kind of ruined.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Your root words for from different languages. is what
Yeah.
I mean.
Eisens just makes me think of that guy from Bleach.
You might be right.
Okay. Sean, you have one written down?
Yeah, and I haven't changed it. I have no clue.
Okay. The third one for 1 point if you were to get it right here. Rock de Fer. 3 words.
Rock de Fer.
3 words with hyphens. Rock hyphen de hyphen fair.
You know what? I'm gonna guess this.
You know what? I'm going to guess this too.
What was it? What, can you say the? Okay, hold on.
Tetsu no Iwao, Eisenfels, Rock de Fer.
Okay, let's look at these nerds. Who are you?
I have put down a guess.
While Sean is writing down, how are you enjoying this so far?
This is fun, but man, this is hard.
This is my mind.
I feel like I'm committing an hour of public record that I'm stupid.
I thought Sean was going to be like, that's why I gave him the Pokedex to look through. I was like, man, this guy's in trouble. And then he's just sweeping.
The thing is,
For
you
now.
haven't picked like
You've gotten some
crazy-
straight on right. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, like you haven't picked crazy Pokemon. Like you
Yeah, I
haven't-
didn't pick a lot of
you didn't
weird
go,
ones.
You didn't go deep cuts.
Yeah,
No.
which I'm very happy for because I would have no idea.
A
Yeah.
lot of them, especially the not the deep cuts, but a lot of the more common, not common, more fillery Pokemon, for lack of a better term, the ones that are just kind of there to fill out a Pokedex, are usually closer to the same name. So it wasn't a little tough at a point. Okay, are you written down, Sean?
Yeah.
Tetsu no Iwao was Japanese, obviously. Eisenfels was German. Rock de Fer was French for Iron Boulder.
Iron Boulder.
Iron Boulder. Did any of you
Mm.
get that
put-
right?
I put.
Oh, that's a
Rillaboom-
Pokemon?
I put
Yep.
Rillaboom at first,
Okay.
Oh,
and then I
Yeah,
went
no.
to Bombardier.
Why did Eisenfels make you think
No,
Bombardier?
Rock de Fer
Oh, okay.
made me think rocks that are falling.
Yeah, that's fair. It was Rock of Iron. Iron
Yeah,
Boulder. Eisenfels, Fells, Iron.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Terrakion Paradox Pokemon, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of these
Yeah.
I did a random number generator and then looked up a Pokemon, and if it had a good name, I went with that.
I put down Swablu for the first two, and then the last one I changed to Ammonite.
Okay, that's fair. And Chris, what did you have
It's
written
not
down?
too far off.
I wrote Ursaring for the first two because something about the Japanese name, I don't know, made me think of a bear. And then I wrote Gigalith for the third one.
The fact that it was a bunch of words should have tipped me off to the fact that it was a Paradoxmon.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
in retrospect.
Yeah. Okay, so no one got points on that one.
No.
Part 5 of this round. Yokirat.
Yokarat?
Yokirat.
Yokarat.
Ooh. Okay.
So, I guess I can't say anything in this round.
Okay. What's that thing's name?
I'll change the rules midway. If you want to start talking through round 1, you can.
Yokarat.
I'm writing
'Cause
down
this one-
Score Bunny because there's a rabbit and carrot.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That is
The word
literally all I
yoke.
got.
The word yokai's in there.
I'm thinking of I gotta find the freaking person's
A
name.
rat
in that game.
yokai.
The word yokai's in
Yeah.
there, but it was Yo-O or Y-O-C-I, right?
Yoki. So it's not yokai. It's Yokirat. Would be probably how it's more
Yokirat.
literally
Yeah.
pronounced.
Okay.
I'm thinking more Pecco or more Pecco from freaking
Okay.
Sword Shield, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they go back and forth. I couldn't remember like the things.
Yokarat. I haven't
Number
written anything
2.
down yet. I'm gonna write down
Number 2.
something.
Embrylex or Embrylex.
Embrylex. I guess I'll go to the second one.
Feeling
So
okay
Embrylex.
about what I wrote down. I'm going to write it down again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emberex. Emberex. Embrylex.
Like the first 5 letters of
Lexicon.
embryo and then the word lex.
Lex.
Oh,
Lex.
Maybe that was a hint.
It sounded like a hint to me, Justin. That sounds like a lifeline to two people that have not gotten points in like 20 minutes, if I've ever heard one. I am scratching out Score Bunny for my second writing.
I'm guessing that Pokemon. We'll see how that goes.
I gotta look up their names. I'll go with...
Oh, Kevin. Are you muted?
I was yelling at my dog.
Okay, cool.
Neat.
Another hint. Go back and read his lips.
Gonna go with that one. Okay.
It's FNAF fan theory level. All right, the third and final one. Aebeoris.
Sounds like
Aebeoras. I don't know how to pronounce that one. I'm not gonna lie.
But that sounds like a... Okay.
Aebe?
Aebeoras. I did look up how to pronounce it when I first did it, but I didn't write the phonetic one here.
Aboris.
I've written down a name.
But there is a phonetic pronunciation that is more correct.
Aboris.
Once you are all ready, we will go ahead and read it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sean, what did you write down?
Well, obviously I wrote down the incorrect one first with the little mouse dude. But then I wrote down Ammonite.
Okay. Going on Ammonite again. Okay.
No, Ammonite. Right? Yeah, the little...
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Omanyte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was you locked in on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris, what did you write?
I went with Score Bunny because I was thinking fire rabbit thing. And I wrote it down and marked it out for Solosis based on embryo, and then Solosis again.
Okay. Justin.
I literally only wrote Solosis.
Okay.
But I put it in for the second one.
You're all wrong. Yokirat was Thai, Embrylex was French, and Korean for Iborius. I forget how it was pronounced, but I know it's very phonetically pronounced.
Is it Amaura or Auroras?
Larvitar.
Larvitar.
Because larva... okay.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? I like that.
Entry number 6, Mandrillin.
Okay. Mandrillin?
Yep. Mandrillin.
Spark Mandrillin?
Drill O-N.
Mandrion. Mandrill?
I'm going to go with...
Mandrion? Mandrion?
I feel like that's a... Hold on.
Oh.
I will.
I have no idea.
Suggest if you don't know, write one
I'm
down.
going to just write that.
Because you might change anyway with number 2, Agoyan.
Agumon. Yeah, I played Digimon.
Agoyan. I'm not changing from that. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't speak Japanese.
I saw Chris writing. Sean, you're good?
Yeah, no, I'm staying with what I got.
Okay, the third one, UB Stashel.
Oh.
UB Stashel?
I feel like there's quite a hint there for the inclined.
Agoyan? Mandrion. Wait a minute. Mandrion?
I don't...
Mandrion.
This is the wildest third turn I think I've seen in a while.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I don't care about saying it. I
Swear jar.
Sorry. 59.
Like,
This is
here's
I am
the
making
thing.
these
Wait, hold on.
swear more than anything else right now.
Stupid. Hold on.
It's an Ultra Beast. It's an Ultra Beast.
Hey, I'm not listening to you.
Agoyan. Okay. Don't listen to me. I don't care.
All right.
I care.
The best part is it might still be a swerve.
Agoyan.
Let's go.
Sean's good. Justin, you're good.
I'm gonna say Naganadel. How about that?
Okay, did you say that? When did you say that? What were your numbers here?
Number 3 was Excadrill, and number 1 is Naganadel.
What was your second one? Excadrill 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris?
I wrote Passimian for the first one and kept it for the second one because something about it made me think monkey. And then Ubistashian, I went for Blacephalon, the Ultra Beast Jester clown thing.
Okay.
That does make sense.
Sean, what did you have?
So I put down Drillbur, and it was like that for like the first two.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember like Mandrill. That's a primate, and then I was like, okay, and I put down Zarude, Sandstorm.
Okay, Justin, you got a point. It is Naganadel.
Naganadel, baby.
That one?
Yeah.
Huh.
No.
Mandrill. It had the pokey.
It has a little like stinger on the bottom of it. Yeah.
Oh,
It
yes,
drills a
yeah.
man.
And those, sorry, Mandrillin was French, Aguyan was Japanese, and UB Stachel was the German name for the UB name of UB
For
Stinger.
all the Ultra Beasts, yeah.
Because I literally, that one didn't have a third name, but I was like, I like doing that. That's funny.
Yeah.
So I did it.
Fair.
Number 7 here, Washaquill.
Washaquill. Washaquill.
I
gonna
like
say-
giving all of you guys hope and then throwing you against a wall in round 2 here. This has been really enjoyable.
I'm gonna go with.
I wrote a name down. It's a Pokemon.
Let's go
It's
with
Pokemon, right?
It's a Pokemon.
you.
You know,
That's a
tell me
Pokemon
what
I've
you
written
wrote down here now. We'll kind of go through it and make it a little more call and response.
I
Justin,
wrote-
what did you write down?
Okay, Chris, you don't care. I wrote Overquill.
Okay.
I wrote Cool Fish.
Okay. Sean, what did you write down?
I wrote down Quacko Wobble.
Quiquavel.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
that one.
thank-
Quake Waval. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
The second name is Yongshi Zhongying.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Yongshi Zhongying.
Nothing changes.
It's a TikTok replacement, right?
God!
Well, I guess I'll
Bet you
write
didn't
the
know I
same
knew.
name down because that sure didn't do anything for me.
that did
That is a language I don't speak, unfortunately.
Bet you didn't know I knew Mandarin. I don't. But I did make sure to get that pronunciation right because I thought that one was more important to get right because having that as the second one is really funny.
Because, okay, so my
So-
gut reaction to that is that they didn't do localizations for older games back in the day. But that doesn't make sense, so whatever.
The Pokemon would still have names.
Yeah, exactly. They would need to retroactively name them all.
Cool Fish is in Gen 9, brother.
But it's
And the
also Gen
DLC.
2, man. That's why I'm saying I think it's Overquill because it's a later Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm saying, but they
And
need
Sean-
to translate the first Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what I'm saying too. I'm saying it
Sean,
wouldn't matter.
did you
because-
say the same thing or
It's-
did you change?
Oh yeah, no, it's staying. I have no freaking
Okay.
clue.
Quack.
Third one, Wargle.
Wargle?
Wargle.
I love that name. Wargle.
Oracle?
So we got Washaquill, Yongshi Zhongying, and Wargle. Wargle,
Yongshi
sorry.
Zhongying.
Wargle.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let's do that.
I'm gonna guess. I'm
Here we
gonna guess
go.
that. I'll change it.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
running
go
the
to
same
you
name
first.
down.
So you said Quillfish, Chris, the whole
Yeah.
way? Justin, what did you change to?
I changed to War Turtle.
War
You
Turtle?
son of a
And
slut. I
Sean,
did
you
the same
also
thing.
changed to War Turtle?
Yep.
Okay. Washaquill was German, Yongshi Zhongying was Chinese, and Wargle was Japanese for Braviary.
Braviary.
War
That-
Eagle and Washington is the German bald eagle. So Washaquill.
It's not even bald though.
Well, Braviary is based on a bald eagle, though.
Yeah,
I
it's a
know, but
bald
they're
eagle.
wrong.
Yoshi Zhongying is my favorite way of calling it Braviary.
Yongshi Zhongying. Yeah, I want to name it that.
I want
I
my
wouldn't-
first child to be
You
named
might have to
that.
shorten it like for alligator, though. Number 8, Ponchien.
Ponchien. Ponchien, did you say?
Ponchien.
Oh.
Ponchien. I'm gonna guess that.
What are you guessing?
I'm gonna guess Pancham.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a smart guess. I wrote Palmy.
Okay. Sean, what are you guessing?
I wrote down Wu Chien because I feel like you lied to me in the beginning.
Did you lie to us at the beginning of this entire episode and say Wochien is not different language?
Number 2 is Toliar.
Didn't confirm or
Totally are.
deny.
That sounds like
Totally
a...
are.
Toleeyar. That one is Hindi. That is the first Hindi representation. The first one was French. French Ponchien. Hindi Toliar.
I wrote down Palmy
Wait.
again.
Palmy again?
Wait a minute.
I'm
Hold on,
stick with
hold on.
Pancham.
Okay.
Do I switch to Wochien? Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I just switch to Wochien?
It is
I
like the
don't know.
most beloved Pokemon by Crub the group, to be fair.
It's such a
Right.
good Pokemon, to be fair.
It's so bad. Like it's
Would
the
have to
worst
wind
of
up
the
somewhere.
four.
It's just a pile of leaves.
It's the worst of the four. Like
You
items
shut
of
your
ruin
whore mouth. Sean,
in
what
terms
did you
of like
change to?
competitiveness.
I was going to change it, but I don't... It's nothing swaying me. I'm staying
Okay.
with Wu Chien.
For 1 point, if you get it right from here, Terrabark.
Terra Bark.
Okay, so it's definitely not Wu Chien.
I think it's
Uh,
Wochien. Like I just think it's Wochien.
Uh,
Oh, Terra
Wait,
Bark.
hold on.
No,
Hold on.
no.
no. Hold on. Yeah, okay.
Well,
do
Chien
that.
does have sticks.
It does
If it's
have sticks.
Wo-Chien, I'm going to piss.
I was like,
in a
what if it's
toilet.
just Wo-Chien, though?
Terrabark is German.
I have written an answer.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay, I'm in for it.
Okay,
Okay,
Answer.
Chris, you're good?
Yeah.
Okay, Sean, I'll go to you first.
I Herdier.
Okay,
Little
Justin?
You know,
I wrote Trevenant.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Terrorbark. Terror bark. Like, it
Yeah.
could
wait,
be
no.
barking dog, but I think
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
s-
bark of a tree.
I'm stupid.
I wrote Palmy twice and then changed to Verzian at the end to be different.
I'm stupid.
Sean,
sounds
you got it
stupid.
right. Herdier.
Sean, you got it right.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah. Terrabark,
Herdi-
Toliar, and Ponchien is Herdier.
Okay, I was gonna.
It's not even Stoutland. It's the middle evolution.
Yep.
Cool.
Because it's
That one was fun. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed Wo-Chien terrorizing you all. Number 9 out of 10 here. Mooland.
Mooland.
Oh,
Yes.
that's Miltank.
I'm writing Miltank.
Yeah, I'll go
Okay.
on this bullshit ride that's about to happen. Why
Number
not?
2 is Mastoof.
Use.
Mastoof.
Mastoof? Okay.
Mastoof.
The first Swedish on here.
Is it-
Mooland
hold on,
was,
is
Mooland
this-
was Japanese.
I'm
Mastoof
changing
was
this.
French.
Mastoof.
What did you say, Justin?
I'm sticking with Miltank.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Chris, what did you change to?
It's called Milkland. I don't know what you
I
want.
went Miltank. Now I'm changing to Mabostiff.
Okay. And Sean?
Stout?
Miltank 2.
Stout makes me think of beer, and maybe drinking. So I'm going Stoutland.
Where did you? What?
The beer Pokemon. Okay. And then,
You said milk.
so we had Mooland, which was Japanese. Mastoof, which was French and German. Bisbark.
Bisbark.
Did you say
Bisbark.
Pissbark or Bis?
Biss.
Biss.
B-I-S-S. Bark.
Did you
I've
really put
written down.
Stoutland after Herdier?
Is there a milk dog?
Yeah, is there a milk dog?
Well, we have
Is there a
Bread
milk
Dog.
dog?
Stout
Milk
is
Dog
the
is
only
next.
thing I can think of. Stout is the only thing I can think of when it comes to like the closest thing to milk.
See, I'm writing down
locking
Stoutland
in.
because that's the same like phonetic name of Herdier. That's what I'm doing.
I'm thinking of the drink.
Okay, so you said Stoutland, Justin?
I'm gonna switch from Miltank to Stoutland. Yes.
Chris?
Miltank, Mabostiff.
Okay, Sean, you said Miltank,
Miltank.
Stoutland.
And I'm saying with Stoutland because I can only. That's the closest thing I can think of to like a milk dog.
Sean got 2 points, Justin got 1.
Let's
A
go!
milk dog. A milk dog.
It's
So
the only-
the end of round
Why
2
did
here.
Why did you say milk dog?
What was the one that won?
Mooland.
Stoutland?
Stoutland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he said
Somehow,
Bisbark.
somehow Sean being an alcoholic got him points here.
It's the only
'Cause
thing you
he
can
said-
drink. You
he
can't
said
drink a rock.
Mastoof. Like Mastiff. I mean, given you don't know about Mastiff and Mabostiff, I was trying
not-
to get Chris and Justin, but
I was gonna say because
yeah.
that's a mastiff dog. Yeah.
yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
We're going to run through number 10 here before we can quickly bang through the final round, which might be the hardest one, but we are on a time crunch here on this episode of the CRUBCAST. Crocodile. You can just say them. You can just say them now, whatever you think.
This is a trap.
Crocodile.
Maybe.
Crocodile? First guess?
You know, I'm gonna go.
Crocodile
I'm
for
guessing-
Chris.
I'm guessing
no, hold
I'm guessing Crocalore.
I'm going.
Okay.
Hold on.
I gotta refresh Gen 5. Sandile,
Crocorock.
Crocorock and Crocodile.
Crocodile's
Yeah.
the third one. Okay, I want the second one. Crookarook.
Okay.
Crocorock.
Sean, what do you have?
I put down Sandile.
Okay. Tyranncroc is the second name.
Tyrann.
Crocodile was French. Tyranncroc was German.
I'm locking in.
Okay.
I'm doing the same
Ty-
one, baby.
Okay.
I'm going Crocodile.
So I put down Crocalore first, and then this one is gonna be Tyranncroc. Crocodile.
Okay. And the third one is Alligates, which is Japanese.
I'm staying where I am.
Okay,
That
Sean
is-
Stain.
Well, these are the way that these all go. Is it's the entire line, right?
No, this is still the same round.
Yeah.
We didn't do the next round yet.
I'll stick with Crocodile. Yeah.
I'm switching over to Crocalore because there's been a lot of Gen 5 answers.
Okay. The answer, you didn't change, Sean, right?
I see with Crocodile, yeah.
You are all wrong. It is Croconaw, the Gen 2 middle evolution of Totodile.
I said...
This one, 8 point.
Croconaw.
8 point.
So now we're going to jump to round 3. Sean is at 14. Justin is at 7.
I'm at 7.
Chris is at 4. Sorry.
I didn't get
Damn,
a
you
whole
took 2
point,
points
the
away
whole
from
round.
Chris.
Yeah, I took points away. So this final round, this one will be a little quicker. I'm going to read you a line of Pokemon, a family line of Pokemon, not necessarily in order and not necessarily the same language.
So
I'm
this
going to
is
give you all 3.
This is what I thought we were doing on the last one.
Yes. Yep. You will get 2 points for guessing the line right, 3 points for getting the right order, and 1 bonus point for each language.
Oh, you're going to lose my mind.
So I'm going to read you 3.
Okay.
Reptincell,
Reptincell.
Hitokage,
Hitokage.
and Glurak. These all sound fake as shit.
Repped incel, bro.
Reptincell, Hitokage, and Glurak.
Hitokage. And what'd you say? The last one?
Glurak.
Glurak.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I swear. Hold on.
Okay, that's not a real name. Glurak is not real.
It sounds fake, I know. That's why
It
it's fake.
does.
Okay, I'm going with that.
Okay.
So Chris, if you get these right, you can bring it back in our lightning round. That is the hardest round.
Yeah.
This is a fire type Pokemon.
So I'm gonna give you a bit longer to decide.
Can you run the names one more time?
Reptincell, Hitokage, Glurak.
Okay. That changed nothing for me.
Oh, I confused myself because I wrote the order and I was writing the languages next to the real names. Oh. I'm just going to write down the languages I think they are, and we'll sort this out.
Yeah, we'll do that first.
Okay.
And then I think this is...
So, what do you each think Reptincell is?
Spanish.
Spanish, Justin?
I said German.
Sean?
I said Spanish.
Okay. What do you think Hitokage is?
Japanese.
I thought it was Japanese.
It sounds Japanese, yeah.
Japanese. What do you think Glurak is?
German.
I said French.
That sounds...
All at once, please.
German.
Chris said German.
Yes.
Sean said German. Justin, what did you say?
I said French.
Okay. Justin, what order do you have these 3 in? And what Pokemon do you think they are? What line?
1, 3, 2. I think Reptincell is 1. I think Hitokage is 3. And I think Glurak is 2.
Okay.
Now, for the line that I think they are, I didn't write anything down. But
You can guess now.
I'm going to guess now.
Right now.
A 3-stage evolution Pokemon line. I'm going to guess Salamence.
Okay. Chris,
That's not bad.
what's your order here?
2, 3, 1.
Okay.
And I thought it was Crocodile or Skeledirge for Clay Coco.
Okay. Sean, what do you have?
I have 2, 1, 3 for Fuecoco and all the way to Skeledirge.
So somehow, Sean, you got the right order. So it's 2, 1, 3. So
That's what I said.
No, you said 2, 3, 1.
Oh, it was 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, I put 2, 1, 3, yeah.
So Hitokage is the first one in the Charmander line.
It's
Reptincell
Charmander.
that is Japanese. Reptincell is the French Charmeleon. Glurak is the German Charizard.
Okay.
Chris, how are we doing on time
Hitokage
for
is
you?
Japanese.
We have a couple more of these.
We're good, I think. I don't see anyone that's waiting on me yet.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Yes.
How many points did we all get for that?
So Justin, you are at 8. Sean, you are now at
14.
19. Because you got the order right, and you got one of the names right. So again, you get 2 points for guessing the line. None of you did. You get 3 points for the right order, which Sean did. And you get 1 bonus point for each language, which you each got points for language.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris is at 6, Justin's at 8, Sean is at 19. Okay. Karmash.
Karmash?
Yep. Nakrak. And Shagala. Karmash, Nakrak, Shagala.
Sounds like 3 people in the
This
Bible.
is the...
Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That's that line. Excuse me. That's that line. Carmash, Nakrak, and Shagala. I think that one is that. I think.
Whoever is done first can start guessing.
And then Carmash.
Okay, we'll go.
Okay.
Carmash.
I'm gonna lock in on the same order, and I think I have an answer.
Okay, you go first, Chris. What language do you think Carmash is?
Okay, well, you two have to promise not to copy me. 2, 3, 1. I'm just going to stick to the same one.
Okay, what language is Carmash?
German,
Okay, what language is Nakrak?
French,
Okay, what language is Shagala?
Hindi.
Okay, and what Pokemon do you think it is?
I think it's the Knackle-Stack Garganical line.
Okay, Sean, I'll go to you next. What language do
Okay.
you think Carmash is?
Carmash, I think that is German.
Okay, Nakrak.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna say French.
Okay, and Shagala.
That is, I almost said American. That is German.
German. Okay, and what order do you have?
I have 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and what Pokemon do you think it is?
I have it going as Timber, Girder, and Conkeldurr.
Okay, and you can just say the one, like whatever the line is. You can just say one of the Pokemon, and we'll be good.
That's a good
No,
guess.
I'm just yeah. Justin, what do you have? What language do you think Carmash is?
I think Carmash is Hindi.
Okay, Nakrak.
I think Nakrak is Italian. And I think Shagala is German.
Okay, what Pokemon do you believe this is?
I believe this is also Knackley. The Knackley
Okay.
line.
And what order do you have?
I put it in 1, 2, 3.
Well, somehow Sean's
so-
right again.
It is 3, 1, 2. Shagala is Hindi. Some of you got that right. You got points already.
I didn't get Hindi. I got
Chris, you got
that's
Hindi.
for
Yeah, you got
Carmash,
Hindi for
yeah.
Shagala. So you got a point there. Shagala is, I'm sorry. Shagala is Hindi. Nakrak is German. Carmash is Carmache, French. It is order 3, 1, 2. You were all wrong. Nakrak is Gibble.
Garchomp.
Shagala is Gabite. And Carmash/Carmache is Garchomp.
Carmache.
Okay.
Would not have guessed that one. Okay.
Not against
No.
that, yeah. No, absolutely not. I got no points on that.
Yeah, I'll
Dorong Chungi.
Dorong Chungi.
What?
Maimbori. Or Maimbori. Common.
Common. What's the second one?
Maimbori. Maim. Bori. Maimbori.
This feels like another trap. It is another trap.
I don't.
Kaman? Is that how you spell common?
Common. Like Common Rider.
Oh, hold on.
Common. It's not that. It's not that, but I want to say it's that.
Oh, I gotta go through all these again.
Maimbori.
Is it?
Dorong Chungi.
Dorong
Maimbori.
Chungi.
Common. Chris, how you feeling?
I want to say the low kicks line, but there's only 2. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work.
I feel terrible. Thank you for asking.
Never said that these would all be 1, 2, 3 Pokemon. They could be 1 and 2 split evolutions.
I'm gonna scream.
So if you get 1 and 2 right, you would get it right.
So,
Hypothetically, if that is one of these.
Can I hear the names one more time?
Dorambungi, Maimbori.
Dorong Chungi. Maimbori.
Uh-huh.
Common. Trying to give you guys a branch here.
Maimbori. Okay.
Don't bang your heads too hard against the wall.
My head hurts. Because even with
okay.
the hint you gave, I can't stop thinking of a different Pokemon that doesn't apply.
it probably doesn't.
I think
Apply to me, but I'm
it's
going with
I
this.
think that's that. I think that's that. I think that's
And he
that.
thinks that's that, baby.
And I
Let's go.
think
I'm going to get the languages from all of you.
Yes.
Justin, you first. Dorong Chungi.
I think that's Chinese.
Okay. Chris, what do you think that is?
I think it's Chinese.
Sean?
Chinese.
Okay. Maimbori.
I put Japanese.
Japanese.
Chris?
I also
Sean?
put Japanese.
Okay. common.
I put Japanese.
Okay.
I put German because I didn't think it'd be the same language twice, but
I'm just hedging my bets. I don't think it's both Japanese. I'm just hedging my bets.
oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Sean.
I put Japanese because I didn't. I
Okay.
had nothing.
What Pokemon do you think this is, Justin? What line?
Okay. My guess is it's Mime Jr., Mr. Mime, Mr. Rhyme.
Okay.
And I put 3, 2, 1 as the order. I think it's 3, 2, 1.
Chris, sorry. What do you think this is?
Same guess as Justin, even with the hint you gave. I can't think of anything else.
What
It feels
number
like a
order
trap.
did you have? What number did you have? So what was the first Pokemon in the line?
Mr. Mime, Galarian, parentheses. I had 2, 1, 3 is the order.
2, 1, 3. Okay, Sean, what line did you think this was?
Mimes, because the ones sound like
You all
mimey.
said the mimes. Okay.
Yeah, and then I went 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1. You got 0 points, all of you. So Dorong Chungi is Korean. Mambori was Hindi. Kamen was Thai. Dorong Chungi is Burmese.
Burmy.
Oh, the split
Mambori.
evolution.
Wormadam and Motham.
Mambori is Hindi. Mothim is Kamen,
I would have never.
because it looks like a Kamen Rider and also is a man.
It doesn't look like a common rider.
We got
Low
we got
kicks
two
is.
more here. We got 2 more here to quickly bang through.
Oh,
Flambino,
Oh, terrible.
Flambino.
Flambino, Pyro Butt,
Okay, come on.
Lapyro. Flambino, Pyro Butt, Lapyro.
Okay.
Okay. You're just I'm writing this down because I know it's wrong, but it should
fair.
be.
I'm
Sean,
locked
you
in,
said
baby.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on,
Well, Chris, you're locked in, so you go first then.
Okay.
German, French, Spanish.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 on the order.
Okay.
Chimchar line.
Okay. Sean, what do you have?
I went Italian,
Okay.
and then the last 2 were Spanish, and I went
Okay.
with the Tepig line.
Oh,
And what order?
Tepig.
Yeah, I have it. I have it 2, 3, 1.
Okay. Justin?
I have it 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
I think it's Italian, German, and French. And I
Okay.
think this is the Magby, Magmar, Magmortar line.
Ooh, the return.
So
Butt heads.
I've written the points down already. I've tallied them as we went through. They are all French.
All French.
They are all French. It is order 1, 3, 2. So Justin, you got 3 points for that. It is Flambino is Scorbunny.
Score bunny.
Lapyro is Raboot, and Pyro Butt is Cinderace.
Cinderace.
I just hate.
I
I'll
saw a
take the 3
Pokemon
points,
card
though.
that was Pyro Butt, and I was like, huh. And the final one here, because we do have a final Jeopardy, but again, if Chris's time
So-
is tight, we won't do it.
Pyro Butt made me think,
Justin, let's go.
buddy. Okay, you go.
So Brutalanda,
Brute Alanda.
Drackhouse,
Yo,
and
Jack,
Kindworm.
I'm gonna do some
Brutalanda, Drackhouse, Kindworm.
Say Kindworm.
Kindworm.
Okay. Okay.
Kindworm?
One more time. Brutalanda, Drackhouse, Kindworm. Happy Pokemon Day, everybody.
Happy Pokemon
Started the day
Day.
after. Hopefully those announcements that happened yesterday were really cool and you
That's-
liked them. What did you think about that one?
Brute
I
Alanda,
liked it too.
Kindworm.
I love Pokemon Clash, the new multiplayer cooperative game.
Yo, Pokemon
Ah.
Hero Shooter?
Brute Alanda.
I have
Maybe.
a question about the quiz we've taken today.
Yes.
Can I ask if Bagon was already used? I feel like it was.
I
Big
said it, but it wasn't actually used.
It was not used.
I
Guess
just
what
said
I'm
it.
guessing.
I guessed it.
Okay. Well, since you are guessing, do you want to
Maybe.
go through all of them?
Maybe.
Okay.
This is
And
my
if we
last
have
chance
time-
maybe to get some points.
If we have time for the final Jeopardy, there is a chance that someone could turn it around. It will be quick. It's the same thing.
All right, I've
But you
made my
put points
guess.
Okay, Justin, what language is Brutolanda?
I think it's Spanish.
What language is Drackhouse?
Drackhouse, I put German.
What language is Kindworm?
I think it's also German.
Okay. What Pokemon line do you think this is?
I think it's Dreepy.
Okay, and what order?
I put 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Chris, we'll go to you.
I have no shame. I'm going to steal Justin's answer for the Pokemon. That was the Dreepy line.
Okay.
And my guess is
what
for
language?
the language is German, French,
Okay.
German.
Okay.
Order 3, 2, 1.
Okay, and Sean.
I went with the Applin line.
Okay.
I have it going 2, 3, 1.
Okay.
And I put down. I didn't think of any kind of language, so I'm just going to say they're all, I don't know, Spanish. There you go.
Okay.
That one's not bad.
Chris, what Pokemon did you almost say?
Bagon.
Kindworm is German Bagon. Drackhouse is French Shelgon. Brutolanda is German Salamence. So, Chris, you are now at 13 points, tied with Justin, because you got everything except for the 2 points for getting the line.
Yay.
I told you this was going to go downhill.
This could come down to the wire.
I was
I'm
given
going to
a
do Final
lifeline.
Jeopardy.
So
I'm going to
Kite.
do Final Jeopardy.
We're
We're going to do it because it's now close.
I was like,
Sorry.
Brute House made me know. I was like, it's Haus. It's German. It has to be.
So, I'm going to give you a chance to put in how many points you want. It's Final Jeopardy rules, so you get to guess how many points you want to put in.
Okay.
Chris, you have 13. Justin, you have 13. Sean, you have 19.
Okay.
So you can put in as many points as you want when you answer this. I'm going to give you all 5 Applin Pokemon.
Are you?
Oh, Applin, Hydrapple, Appleton, Diplin, and Hyd.
And you have to give me the order of them
Flapple.
in Pokedex order. I'm going to give you... They're not necessarily in order. You have to guess which Pokemon is which. I'm going to give you the name of a Pokemon and the language it is in. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
So you're going to bet how many points you want to bet.
Yes.
I'm going to give you 5 names and 5 languages attached to them. And you have to guess which one is Applin, which one is
Okay. I got
so
you.
on and so forth.
Okay.
Okay.
Applin, Flapple, Appleton, Diplin, and Hydrapple.
And for the record, I Appleton, I believe, is before Flapple Index. I don't care about that part. Just as long as you get Applin, those two, then the Diplin line.
That's what I thought the question was. And I was like, oh, I got this.
So-
Okay.
Kamitsurochi, Japanese.
Kamitsurochi.
Verpom, French.
Verpom. That is... Okay.
Kamichu, Japanese. Apryu, Japanese. And Dradatin, French.
That feels like a trap.
more-
That one feels like a trap.
One more time. It's Kamitsurochi,
Yeah.
Japanese. Verpom, French. Kamichu, Japanese. Apryu, Japanese. Dradatin, French.
I love these Pokemon. I'm counting on them. They're one of my favorites.
Okay. Okay, I'll bet
Hold on.
that many.
I'm locked in.
Okay, we got 2 lock-ins.
Can I get
Sean?
just one more time? Because I'm
Kamitsurochi,
Mm-hmm.
Verpom,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Kamichu,
Okay.
Apryu,
Mhm.
Dradatin.
Okay. So. Okay, we'll do.
I'll let you go first, Sean.
Of course you would, because I don't know what I'm doing.
So which Pokemon do you think is Applin?
I just wrote down numbers as what you said.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So how did you have it?
Going in the order I think they are would help me more too, because I already figured
Okay,
it out.
so the order you think they are.
Yeah.
So
So I
Go ahead,
wrote
John.
down. Although I have to actually fuck.
Sean!
I know it's fine.
Stop!
I have 4, 3, 2, 1, 5.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
It does to me. So you said.
Oh,
you
wait,
said,
hold on. I just realized that's not how they work. Crap.
I was going to say, I don't know what that means.
Okay. So I have...
So you were already locked in, Sean. So I'm going to take whatever you gave me.
Yeah. So
5-1. What did you say again?
It's 4-3-2-1-5.
4-3.
What does that mean?
4 being Diplin.
Okay.
3
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you have Apriu as Diplin? I'm sorry.
The
No, I see what you're
Orochi
saying.
one? Did you say the Orochi one was Dip?
Kamitsu Orochi is the first one. So
Yes.
that's 1. That's not 1.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's why I said not do numbers ideally, but
Okay, sorry. Hold on. I'll write down.
instead of doing admin, again, what Pokemon do you think is Applin?
I don't remember the words you said. I just wrote down the order.
What number did you put Applin?
Oh, what number did I put Applin? I had him as the 4th one that you said.
Okay, you're wrong. How many points did you put in?
I put in 0. I'm not betting anything on this.
God dang it,
so
Sean.
Sean's at 19.
Damn.
Chris, read me whatever you wrote.
I put in
fourth
all
one?
13 points in order. Hydrapple, Flapple, Applin, Diplin, Appleton?
Give me that one more time.
Hydrapple, Flapple,
Okay.
Applin, Diplin, Appleton?
Okay, and Justin, what did you...
Well, I know I'm wrong.
Dramatic
I put
tension.
4 as Applin. I know 4 was Applin. I put 4 as Applin, and you said that was wrong already. So
Okay.
I'm already wrong. But I put in Hydrapple and Flapple. Those two, I was guaranteed those were the correct. And
Is
then
this-
I put in Appleton, Applin, Diplin.
Do I pull a win
Okay.
here?
So, I didn't put together a math to do partial points for this. I can very quickly if you would like me to. So,
Sure.
Maybe.
Justin, how many points did you put in?
I put in 8.
8. And Chris, you put 13?
Yeah.
So I'd have 5 left over.
Okay. Well, so Sean put 0, so he didn't matter anyway, so his answers didn't matter.
Yeah, I knew I got nothing.
Okay. So, what I will do points-wise here, since you put in 13, you will get partial points for each one you do get right.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So that's how we'll do it. I'm doing it on the fly here because this was supposed to be our tiebreaker, but it was close enough that we needed to do a Final Jeopardy. So you in the audience, however many points you put in, divide that by 5. For every one you get right, you get that many points.
Divide that by 5. Okay.
So Chris, you have 13 divided by 5 for each number of that you get right. So you get, sorry, I didn't do math. You get 2.6 points per. We're going partial points here.
Okay.
So Kamitsu Orochi was Hydrapple.
Yeah. So I got 1.6 for that.
So you got 1.6. So I'm just gonna round up.
Okay. So I'll get 2 points for that.
And Chris, I'm gonna round you down because you did 13 and it's closer to. I'll round you up too. So you got 3 points, Chris, because you guessed Hydrapple first, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
For the audience's reference, I am locked in.
Yeah.
This is mine.
That is a
For
good.
the
That is a
audience,
good
if you
point.
can- Yeah.
Okay, so
Hydrapple,
Kamitsu Orochi
Flapple.
was Japanese for Hydrapple.
Yeah. When you said Orochi, I was
Verpom.
like, that's, yeah.
Verpom was French for Applin.
Applin.
Yep.
Oh,
Kamichu
that
was
stinks.
Japanese for Diplin.
Diplin. Okay.
Oh,
Did either of you have that?
No.
Okay. Apriu was Japanese for Flapple.
God.
Okay.
And Dratatin was French for Appleton.
I'm so upset.
I got
So
all
you
those
know,
wrong.
so you see how on my board I moved these 2 over? I flipped
Yes.
these. It was Diplin up here and Appleton down here. I would have gotten an extra 2 points, extra 4 points.
Because you were like, well,
So-
that ton is way too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sean, if you had wagered a single point, I think you would have won.
Did I really
We
do
are
that?
I
We
got
are
all
now
those wrong.
tied. Sean and Chris are tied with 19.
Shut.
That is the number I came to.
I got it, but
Well, you
I
got it
would've
wrong
had
because
the-
you didn't bet anything anyway. But if you had bet 1 point, then you would have gotten
So
technically a half
I
point per.
I lost 6
Right
points.
answer. Yeah,
but
so
I didn't
Justin
have anything
lost.
right. Everything you just said, I got it all wrong. So
This is
I
a
would
logistical question 3 people would care about. Do I lose points
Yes.
for the 3 I got wrong?
Good point. You do.
That probably decides
So-
this, actually.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was saying I lost
this-
6 points.
Yeah, this came off the rails once Justin said he lost points. I was trying to do math in my head a little here. Yeah, so Sean still wins, but
Let's go.
So I lose
Chris,
9 points.
yeah, so
And then the 6 I
then you-
got. So I
so
lose
you had
13.
13.
It's 3 net. You lost 3 net
So I'm at
So you
10
have
points,
10.
baby.
Justin lost 6 net.
because I got 2 points for just Hydrapple, and then I bet 8. So
Okay, so you have 9 points. So you did come in second, Chris. Justin
Yay.
came in third, and Sean came in first by not playing at all.
yeah, I got
Oh, yeah.
7. I ended with 7 as my
That-
win.
That's
than
the right
that.
way of doing that.
Yeah.
This
There's a
came
lesson
off
there.
the rails at the very end because of the non-planned Final Jeopardy that I did not fully think through because I didn't think we were going to do partial points here until we did it. But that makes sense. So let us know in the audience what score you got by letting us know in the comments how well you did. Let us know via pictures of your social security number with the guesses as well, so we can see how well you did. If you beat Sean, let us know. If you didn't beat Sean, also
Come do it.
let us know.
Yeah, come do it. Beat me.
we're watching.
Or lie, because Sean cheated.
That's true. That's
Milk
true.
dog. Milk
Milk
dog.
dog.
That's
it
not.
makes sense.
No, it
It's-
doesn't.
Milk dog.
All I'm
Milk
saying
dog.
is Yongshi Zhongying.
Tell
That
him
one
to,
is
baby.
my goat breviary. I know him.
Yeah, Yongshi
hate that.
Zhongying. You can't even fit that name in when you type it in.
Nope.
So hopefully you enjoyed this as much as we did. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I don't care what they felt, but I
Oh
enjoyed
man,
it.
you threw me for a loop. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. So we will hopefully do this again with more names. Let us know in some capacity what your favorite non-English names for Pokemon are. There are
Yeah.
some really fun ones out there that I didn't include that are more obvious and more known.
Mine is
Boober already
mine is Ron Doodoo.
Ron Doodoo.
Yes.
Isn't that Grimer?
Nope.
Which one is Ron Doodoo?
It's Jigglypuff.
Oh,
It's the
that's
French
right.
name for Jigglypuff.
That's right. We were talking about that because we
Doo-doo.
wanted to imagine him singing. So, yeah. Chris, do you have a favorite one? And this episode with?
No, I don't.
That's a good Patreon
That's fair.
question.
I like
That's a good
Milk Dog.
Patreon question of the week for a future Pokemon discussion / podcast, which you may well see if there are cool things announced at the Pokemon Showcase yesterday at the time that this goes live. So thank you very much for tuning in. We don't have an outro.